Let's get the latest now from New Hampshire. Our senior political reporter Manu Raju joins me from Manchester. Manu, a record turnout is expected, more than 500,000 voters, and it seems many young women are flocking to Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting development in this campaign season to see young women really get behind Bernie Sanders and not the person who would be the country's first female president, Hillary Clinton. And the reason why you're seeing that when you test this question among young women voters, they believe that sometime in their lifetime they will see a female president. So they don't sense that same amount of urgency than older women voters who are really pushing hard for Hillary Clinton. That has been a big issue for Hillary going forward. She needs to tap into the young vote, which is really powering Bernie Sanders' candidacy. And it's a warning sign for Hillary Clinton. If she does get the Democratic nomination, she's going to need to energize young voters to get behind her. That's probably her only chance of winning the White House, Lynda.
And she, of course, was behind in the polls last time she went to New Hampshire, and she was up against Barack Obama. What's the likelihood she could do it again against Bernie Sanders?
It's very slim. I mean, the polls have Bernie Sanders winning upwards of up to about 30 points, 25, 30 points right now. That's a very good chance. He's from a neighboring state. He's very popular among the more progressive, liberal, and younger voters, as we were just talking about here. The Clinton campaign has almost already conceded defeat here, but anything less than a double-digit victory for Bernie Sanders will almost be seen as a victory for Hillary Clinton. If she can keep it to single digits, they're going to use that as momentum heading into the next state of Nevada. Now, the challenge for Bernie Sanders will be, this is a state that does not have as diverse of a population as other states do, Nevada and South Carolina, two states with a lot of minority voters who are critical to the Democratic coalition. How does he do there? That's going to be a huge question going forward.
And looking, of course, at the Republicans, since Marco Rubio's poor performance at the most recent debate, his poll numbers have not increased. His campaign team are very much fighting for him, saying that he's the only Republican that can beat Clinton in a general election. But it seems all the other candidates are attacking him.
Yeah, and actually that debate stumble from Saturday night in which he repeated the same line over and over again, and he was attacked for being a rehearsed and scripted candidate and not having much depth. That kind of criticism is aimed at undermining what is a central selling point, that he believes he is the most electable Republican, someone who could take the fight to Democrats, could unite the party, could take the conservative message to different parts of the electorate that don't traditionally vote Republican. But because of his stumbles, his opponents are saying, look, this is the thing that you're going to risk. If you do nominate Marco Rubio, he's going to go and he's going to trip up in the debate stage with Hillary Clinton or potentially Bernie Sanders. So that's one of the things that he's been fighting against. We'll see how New Hampshire voters react tonight. We don't have a good taste yet from whether or not that stumble is going to affect him in the polls. That's going to be a big question tonight. How does he do, and how much does that debate performance affect him with voters here?
We will be watching it closely. Manu Raju in Manchester, New Hampshire, thank you very much. And of course, you can be sure to tune in to our special coverage of the New Hampshire primary. It starts at 10 p.m. Tuesday in London. That's 2 a.m. Wednesday in Abu Dhabi, only on CNN. And of course, you can always get the latest on the race for the White House and what's happening Tuesday in New Hampshire right here on our website. Just go to cnn.com/politics. Live from CNN's World Headquarters, this is Connect the World. Coming up, a leopard on the loose, and it took 14 hours to finally capture it. We'll have that story in less than 10 minutes. Also ahead, one city in Europe is hoping to have a technological advantage in healthcare. That's next in our digital state, just ahead.